So let's get started. Let's dive into the world of the Leo man through my eyes. So, what is a Leo man? How is a Leo man? Well, I see the Leo man as somebody who makes his presence felt, gravity. This is the word that comes to my mind when I think of a Leo man. He has gravity. He makes his presence felt wherever he goes. He has something very strong willed and determined inside of him that wherever he goes, in no time, he will just become friendly with everyone. He will just, with his charm and with his dignified behavior and with his sense of humor and knowledge, attract everyone towards him. He has a wonderful sense of knowledge, wonderful sense of knowledge. And he's so frank and he's so honest, Like when you're with a Leo man and when you are just, in a kind of a group of friends or you're in a party with him, he will just make jokes and he'll just, just like the Saggy man also does that. But here the Leo man has a kind of a different kind of a wit. That he exudes this kind of a different kind of a charm. I would almost say he has this kind of an animal-like charm, like the animal magnetism that he emits, that attracts everyone towards him. When I say animal, don't start imagining things. It's like the Leo, the Leo-like magnetism. This is what he emits through him. And this is what catches attention of people. A Leo man will never be sitting in a corner. I've never seen a Leo man sitting in a corner, in social gatherings. Unless and until he's upset about something, then he sits in the corner because he doesn't want to lose his dignity. So he would like to have this dignified silence and he would like to return back to his throne alone where he ponders over things. But otherwise, it's very difficult to see a Leo man just sitting quietly, shy. No, they're up and about and they're very much the extrovert kind of men. This is what I see. They are the men who are who really love the kind of spotlight. They love the spotlight. So be it at school, you will see the Leo child is more outgoing, wants to do more, unless and until the mother's pampering and the overprotection or the parents' overprotection or the grandparents' overprotection has made him shy. Otherwise, the Leo man will just, be there and just for him, the world is a stage and we are all playing a role. This is what is his philosophy. And when the world is a stage, he has to be at his best. He has to look good. He has to do good. He has to feel good about himself. And he has to make everybody else feel good also. But not at the cost of his self-respect and his dignity. Remember, he is the king. And when the king is not treated right, then the king will send all his subjects out of his kingdom or punish his subjects. But this king is very, very generous also because it's a lion heart. So he's extremely generous. You can do something a little bit for him and he will repay you tenfolds. I have noticed my friends also who have their sun, moon and rising in Leo, extremely generous people, and generous to a fault also. They forgive very easily also. If you ask them, honestly, you just confess that, I'm sorry, I made a mistake, please. They will forgive you. They will forgive you because they're really generous. This generous-hearted Leos are very rare to find because not every sign has the generosity that the Leo man carries in his heart. And this generosity is all about making people, enjoy life. And how can this be? It's like Your Leo friend can almost, when you go for, an outing or things like that, he will be the first one to be at the counter most of the times and saying that, oh, the treat is on me. Will say that. And this is how he will treat you always. If you're his good friends, he will always treat you very lavishly. He is an honorable man in the society. He will be an honorable man. He will do deeds that will make him honorable. He doesn't like to do things that are not royal. You just have to know that. He's the king, right? So, what is not royal and what is not acceptable to his royal mind and head will not be done. So he will try to do something many a times in charity works also, for the society. He will lead a group of people to bring about a change in the society also, something. And he, in life, he will scale heights and reach to an honorable position. This is what I have seen about Leo men. Always they will do, no matter what he is doing. Whatever he does it with his Leo pride and with his Leo dignity. This is what he does. So you cannot corner a Leo. You never should corner because then he roars. And when he roars, he becomes quite destructive. Never anger a Leo. Never snub him. He doesn't like it. If you want to get a Leo man in your life and make him stay, you have to be very kind to him. You have to be dignified in your behavior. And not to forget that you have to pamper him a bit with a lot of appreciation. You have to appreciate him for all that he does. At times, the Leo man can be a bit, if somebody says something that's not right, then the Leo man can just feel, look, I did everything possible, and then see what am I getting in return. His pride is hurt, his heart is hurt, his sentiments are hurt, and especially his generosity is hurt at that time because he did something selflessly. And at that time, he sits and he ponders. At that time, if you are his partner, his beloved, his good friend, best friend, or his family member, go to your Leo man and tell him that you did what you could do and you will do even better if you want to. Don't lose heart. Don't feel bad because he feels bad. He's very sensitive also to those kind of sarcastic remarks, or if someone says something nasty to him, he's very sensitive to it. So don't do that. Never, never do that. Instead, when he has been hurt like that by others, go to him and tell him all the good things he has done. And tell him how he is appreciated and how he is loved by so many. You need to tell him that at that time. And then you will see this Leo man will again rise and roar and go out dynamically for the hunt. He will go out because I've seen two sides of Leos. One is very lazy. They can be lazing in the house, like just like the cats, they like to sleep the whole day unless provoked. So they are the cat family, right? So just like the cat, they just like to be like pampered, spoken in very sweet language, and just, be there sweetly lying on the couch and taking a book and reading or watching a film or that football match or cricket match or reading a book on history or reading or watching some political films, war films. This is what also they like because they love history, that royalty. This is what it is. And arts also they love. And so they will just be lazing around in the house. And when it is time to work, when they go out there on the stage, that's the stage for them. And that's when they become like the lion. They roar, they are dynamic, they are enthusiastic, completely enthusiastic. And then they will get everybody up. I lead, you follow, will be the thing. And somehow they get into the leadership position. Somehow. I don't know how they manage that. The charm, that magnetism works most probably. And the way they speak also. In a very dignified way. The way they will, communicate. This will get people around them and they will lead. And lots of people will follow them. Be it at school, be it at the college, be it at the university, be it in a function, a party, be it at the workplace, they love to lead because they love to take responsibilities. And then to make something work, they feel it is their job to take up more and more responsibilities and get everyone to do the thing. They might not almost get their hands into the work, but they are here because they know, somehow they know how each of the person works. Most probably they are very good psychologists. So they know, okay, fine, you will do this work, you're good at this, you do that, and most probably you deal with this. And I will deal with this. This is how it works. And yes, you are reporting to the Leo. It's not like the Libra man who takes everybody's things into consideration. No, here he will tell you how it is done and how to do it because he knows it well. And then he will communicate it to you and you will have to, follow his instructions to get it done. Never make him angry. If you make him angry, my dear, it's terrible. It's terrible. Have you seen that cat fight or how the lions fight? It's very bad, huh? It's very, I would say, it's very, full of blood. Yeah, it's very difficult. So when a Leo man gets angry, his eyes can become red. His whole of his muscles clench, the jaws, they clench, and then he will he will roar, and then he will give you a good paw with his with his claws. Then you will feel that Leo power that is empowering you just because you have hurt him. So take care. Never make a Leo man in your life angry. Instead, discuss with dignity. This is what it's all about, giving respect to him, It's as simple as that. You give respect, you get respect because he's generous, as I told you. You give him one plate of food for the next 10 days, he might treat you. Or he will call you and he will treat you to a lavish dinner or a lunch or a breakfast. Whatever you give to a Leo man, you will receive it in abundance, in tenfolds, I would say. This man is all about abundance and opulence. Remember that. So if you are dating a Leo man, or a Leo man dates you, I would put it like that, then what happens? Lots of outings, lots of communications, laughter, lots of honest and brutally frank talks, lots of romantic evenings, because he's really romantic. As I told you, that animal magnetism. And he will be very expressive about his innermost feelings also. And if you're the shy types, then I feel you might just turn red or blush without a blusher. Your makeup expenses will get reduced. So yes, he does that. He will just express himself, whatever is inside of him. He's not shy, okay? He's really frank. Unless I said that in the childhood, if he was really overprotected, then he's not very brutally frank about anything. Then he has lots of problems to express himself, and that becomes difficult because the Leo cannot accept, to be overshadowed. No, he's the sun. The sun is seen by everyone, gives everyone the light. He's ruled by the sun. So he has to glow. He has to be seen by everyone. And when the sun is not there, what do we do? Oh, it's so gloomy. And that's how it is about the Leo man also. When he's not around, it's so gloomy because there is no one with that charm, that enthusiasm, that warmth, and that generosity who is around us. So, yeah, he's very frank, and then he will treat you with very good food, and for your birthdays also he will give you really very those gifts also that he will give you are going to be lavish ones. He will shower you with gifts, yeah. And not just that, but he will also be very protective about you, very, very protective about you. Jealousy, yes. The Leo man is possessive and jealous. You have to take care of that. Don't make him jealous, don't make him jealous, because he has a lot of other people who are interested in him. So if you make him jealous, well, he will first of all get upset. There will be a big fight, and then the relationship might almost end. And he will not mind. His pride is hurt, his ego was hurt, and after some time he will very quickly get over it, be it a relationship or a marriage. And after some time, there are going to be a lot of people who are going to be interested in him, As simple as that for this man. So as I said, never overpower him and never neglect him. The best way to lose a Leo man is neglect him and criticize him. Best way to lose him. He will not tolerate it. Positive criticism accepted, but just for the sake of criticizing and putting him down and hurting his self-respect and his self-esteem is according to me, is the biggest flaw, or rather the biggest crime. Never do that. Never, never do that. You will have a really good time with the Leo if you have the Leo in your life. They make you laugh, They just make you laugh. They play pranks. They make you laugh. I mean, it's just, you get entertained royally, I would say. And they are very good with words, I said. So they can be poets, they can be writers, they can be actors. That is their career. What is the career for them is this everything where they get the platform to shine, where the stage is open for them to shine. So they can be running an enterprise. In the school, they can be the prefects. Then they can be sportsmen, because that energy is so much inside of them, and that I want to lead, I want to win. So the Leo wins, the Leo leads. So the Leo is in sports because he wants to come number one. He wants to become, and he becomes number one also. That's how it is. And he's a good sportsman because he loves to enjoy life. So in everything he's very sporting, in everything. But yes, I told you one or two things where he's not sporting at all right? And then this man, when he has to find his partner, he will date you, or he will let you know that he loves you. And this will go on until he finds that you are his comfortable match and you're compatible match. Unfortunately, you know what? The Leo, he loves deeply. He loves very deeply. But unfortunately, he doesn't get in return. Quickly, he doesn't get. There are very few Leos in the very first meeting with someone, or the first person they met, they get married to, because they can be easy traps also. Okay, I'm coming to that. And then later on repent. But there are some Leos where they keep dating different, people to find the right partner. And then only they settle down. But then there are some Leos, there are two types over here, who, out of sympathy, a damsel in distress, a lady or a partner who is having a lot of problems, goes and tells the Leo, I'm this, I'm that. He will comfort you, he will protect you, he will pay your bills, he will pay your rent, everything he does, provided he has all the material which he gathers, of course, down the lane. And then if you just tell him, now let's get married and things like that, he will reach to I've seen a Leo man who was my client, who used to come, and then him and his wife had come for a consultation. And I saw in this Leo man, and when I looked at the couple, I felt that there was something a bit bizarre. So I asked him, like, you have been married since long, and then I directly asked him, I said, are you happy with this connection? I mean, in front of her, I asked, because she was very frank also, and he too was very frank, and we were discussing about relationships at that time. And he told me the story. He said actually she was in a big problem because she was a divorcee and she was in a very big problem, and she was crying every day. She was in depression, so I had to take care of her, I had to protect her, because she was a good friend of mine, I said. And then gradually he said that gradually later on, that friendship developed into love because I was taking care of her and she didn't have anyone, she said. So, and then after she proposed that why don't we get married, and I felt, yeah, why not? I mean, and she said that I have been protecting her, I have been good to her, and things like that. So somewhere I saw that the Leo man had got manipulated into a relationship without his own feelings. And I said, wow, that's nice, I said. But still I felt that looking at his wife and who I knew also, I felt that this relationship is not going to work out for very, very long. After 3 years, his wife came to me and said that, do you think there is a way that I can win him back? So I said, what happened? And then she said, I'm a person, who is very brutally frank also, and I can do this, and, like I used to say things to him and things like that. So I was finding myself as a marriage counselor over there, basically, because afterwards he had come to me and he told me the thing why he took distance from her and why he fell for another woman. And the thing was that he said there was no affection. She was not affectionate with me. Whatever I did was pinpointed. You hardly do this well. You hardly do that well. Look at those other men. She started comparing a Leo man to somebody else. Ooh, never, never do that. And every day this went on, and that daily nagging and that daily being unappreciated pushed him in the arms of another man. Pushed him in the arms of another lady. In his case, of course, if it was same this thing, then it would have been another man. But here it was another lady he got into a relationship with. So this is about the Leo man, They can be easy traps also many a times, through sympathy, somebody can trap them in a relationship. But those relationships will not last. Because there they have taken an impulsive decision, because this relationship was something which was not coming from them. They were not leading the relationship, they were following somebody. And mind you, the Leo has to lead. He has to be the one who proposes. He has to be the one who proposes. So this is how it is for the relationship. And once he gets married, and once he has made up his mind, then it's wonderful. Then welcome to his den. Welcome to the Leo's den. Welcome to his house. And his house he makes it comfortable. In all the means that he has, he will try to make it comfortable. He will see that he's queen and his prince and princess, the little ones, are taken good care of. He will be a doting husband. He will see that you have all that you need, and of course he will make lots of fun. And as I told you, he is generous to a fault. So he likes to see his partner evolving to somewhere, his evolving towards just like being like him. He loves to see that, like she's becoming a lot like me. Yeah. But at the same time, sometimes what happens is that a woman, or a man who is related to the Leo man, can feel imprisoned, uh, because they cannot express like they want to, because the Leo man can get upset with them and can just so there can be some fights and arguments in a relationship between the husband and wife, many a times. Okay, but as I said, he forgives easily, so he forgives easily, but you have to be the one who asks for forgiveness. Okay, provided, I would say, provided you are wrong. Okay, otherwise let him understand that something went wrong, and he is intelligent and sensitive enough to understand that. He's a very good decision maker, extremely good. So your Leo man will take good care of your house. He can be a very good decision maker regarding his finances, regarding his work, job, everything. He will plan it well because he sees ahead. Strategic planner, very strategic planner. This is why he can be a very good politician also. Very good leader, as I said, a very good motivational speaker, very good motivator. For his family also, for his children, he will be a very good motivator. How is he with the children? As a Leo dad, how is he? Full of fun, playful, playful, playful. The mother feels, oh dear, what's happening? They're all running around. All are running around. All are breaking things at times also. And the wife of the Leo man is like, stop it. You are not the age of your children. And he just enjoys. You will ride your little children on his back. He will take them, and then when the mother gets overprotective about the child, he doesn't like it. See, let them be. Don't worry, because as mothers, you can be very protective about your child. It's very normal, right? But they will be like, no, you can't make them weak like that. Let them express themselves, because he's expressive. He is an extrovert, so he expresses everything, and he will teach his children, my children, express it out. And then they express it. And then you're not happy because something has broken and something has fallen, or they have hurt themselves somehow. So in that expression game, it goes on a lot of things like that can happen. But he's amazing, amazing dad. He takes good care of his children. He will speak to them for hours. He will read them stories. He will teach them things. He will tell them how he sees the world, and he will teach them one very important thing is self-respect and dignity. No vulgar, cheap behavior allowed by the Leo dads. No, you have to be dignified. And that's right. You have to be polite and respectful towards others, because this is how they are going to give it back to you also. This is what he believes in, and he's right. I am with him on that. He will spoil them sometimes with lots of toys he can get for them, or lots of books, or take them for nice vacations also. So it's like that. He will spoil his family with lots of love and attention, and they should reciprocate the same with the Leo man, because it's very, very important, right? I've also seen the Leo man who are the Leo dads who will rehearse with their children for the school elocution competition, or the drama, or the poetry competition. They will just rehearse with their children. They will also participate. Like, they will learn the poem and they will show the child, look, you have to present it like this. And then the child will say, no, 1 second, like this your hand has to be, you speak like this. Like, he will express it, and he'll teach the child how to do it. And it's fun to watch that. They will always do that because for them, the world is a stage. Was Shakespeare a Leo? Yes, they are like that. And they will teach the children, as I said, what is very important is the self-esteem, because they know that with that self-esteem only this child is going to progress in life, just like the Leo man has. One thing that the Leo man has to take care of is about his food habits. As I said, they love to treat everyone at home. Previously, it is like a party person when they are younger, and when they get more older, then they will have the relatives and families coming at home, and then there is a big banquet, and then they want to treat everyone for that. Okay, and this Leo man is all about good food. Okay, he loves good food. He loves good food. So what can happen is that he can either, I have noticed that also, that some of the Leo men can have a kind of a disorder regarding food, like eating habits. Some of them can become bulimic also. And, weight gain can be very easy for Leo men because they love good food. And also back problems also the Leo men have many a times. I noticed that also. Heart is what is supposed to be taken care of, my dear Leo man. You have to take care of your heart because you love to eat rich food, right? So it's not good, because after it's all about cholesterol, the fats in your arteries, clogging your arteries. That's not good. So now switch on to something more healthy, okay? Or when you are eating, go and just burn it out with exercise. Yeah, and always drink hot water. I would not say hot water, but say warm water, a bit like 65 degrees water you should drink after you have had these kind of heavy meals. Like that, your arteries don't get clogged with the fats. Okay, so take care of that, my dear Leo man. So, my dear loved ones of Leo men, just take care that they eat a lot of vegetables, because they love to eat all those spicy, all the yummy food, all the fatty food. Meat they like also a lot, because lions, they like meat unless they are vegetarian. But when they are vegetarians, also a lot of ghee, butter, all those kind of things, and sweets especially. Yeah, so and they love that. They're fire signs, so whatever is spicy also goes very well with the Leo man. And this is how he treats everyone at home also. He will get everyone and come on, let's have a nice lunch, a nice dinner, and there will be so many things that he will want on the table. And his wife will of course love it also. They love to. A Leo man's family is always welcoming family. They will always treat you with some wonderful things. If he goes to a town or a city where he knows that this is the special food over here, the speciality, he will not hesitate. He will go alone, or if he's alone, or he will take some friends with him, and they will all have a wonderful heavy meal. This is what I can say. And yes, you need to take care about drinking also. If you have fallen for that, that's not good for you, my dear Leo man. So please pay attention to what you eat and what you drink, my dear Leo man, and keep a health routine, a routine checkup, as well as exercise routine. You need to keep. It's very important, because later in life I have seen that as the Leo man grows older, what happens is that he starts taking on weight, and then he starts getting problems regarding blood pressure and cardiac problems. So he needs to take care right now. If you're listening to me, it's right now that you start making the changes, please. And I'm not imposing it to you on you at all, my dear Leo man. It is just a humble suggestion from a subject to His Highness. All right. So yes, it's for your good. It's for your health. All right. Because we want you to live long. All right. So this is what it is. And so for the Leo man, the health thing that they have to take care of, as I said, the back and the heart, and also some of them can have problems with their intestines also. So that has to be the stomach area also, the intestines and the stomach area also, because of the food, that creates that for them. And one more thing I would like to add about Leo men that I missed out on is that for them, it's like when you tell them to do something, it's a wonderful thing to see them perform that duty, because they will do it as if they were an actor who is completely, how can I say, talented and specialized in that particular job. They will do it so well, like, okay, we are going to have guests and please receive them. This is a small example. So the Leo man will go, and the way he will, receive the guests will feel like, wow, the most special people, they'll feel wonderful. The way he will treat you also will be wonderful, because as I said, everything is done royally for this man. So, well, I have covered many points here about the royal, loyal, protective, honest, extrovert, generous lion king. Yes, my dear Leo man. So thank you so much for listening. And as I spoke about the career also before, yes, you will let me know that what career field are you in your comments, because I would really like to know what all Leos are doing, the charismatic Leos are doing, how they are leading the pack. Yeah. And do let me know what are the other points that I have missed on. Of course, there's so much to say, but I have missed many points, I know that, and I would like to know in the comments, like what are the other things and how did you like this video. And please do share it with your Leo man if he has not seen this video, and do share it with the loved ones of the Leo man also. So thank you very much for watching. Please do like, share and comment. Bye bye, Your Highness. Take good care of yourself. Bye. God bless. Bye bye.